mention that Wayfarer wished for her citizenship only as a cover, yes?
Yes, but she did not make any sort of statements to my mother in regards to asking about it. She was given of, my mother gave it to her own volition.
Correct. From my understanding, especially after the woman came running to me, she was quite startled by the action. She had no idea what to do with it.
Thank you, Lady Nautis.
Of course.
What do you think about these?
Lord.
Your father allowed me to speak.
I can't make an opinion or any decision right now until I see every single bit of proof from every side.
I fear for the province.
I'm completely abstained.
I fear for
The only thing
our people.
that I can say is that he is guilty, that man who's sitting in that chair.
If
I
we
think we can all in the room can agree on that. Although I still
allow
wish to
honeyed
vote
words
yes.
to redirect us, then we have no hope.
I'm going to retire.
I'm going back to my room.
I understand your concerns and your worries for everything that the Inquisitor has said. Do not think that I take every single thing that comes out of his mouth as truth.
We're gonna need to be a witness to the...
I understand. If you could see to the witness, please.
May I walk with you, my baron?
It is time to exit.
Do not fear for your own and your father. You are not the ones that will be on trial, but there will be some clarity between you, your father, and me.
If he will...
Of course, my baron.
But I do not distrust you. You've done far too much in the service of my home, of my family, to even remotely think of questioning you at this state. Would be almost as maddening as this fucking tribunal. There'll be much to discuss.
Let's keep it in the courtroom.
Agreed. But keep aware, Lord Erhard. It is not just me and the Baron keeping eyes on you.
To make one statement.
Everyone can watch. We only do for the province.
I am a deserter, my
And
Baron.
here.
But when it came to defending Nautis, I volunteered for everything. I did not desert under bad intentions.
I recognize that, and I recognize the work and the blood you have spilled for my home. I do not know what I might be able to spare of you of the Irelandic crown, given that his son is here now. I hope you understand with that statement you've made. He'll be looking into you. I will see what I can do and speak on your behalf. But as of right now, we turn to the Major.
If it would make it easier for you, I wouldn't mind being taken into custody under further investigation.
We can all be...
I appreciate your
doesn't look-
cooperation.
Just so it doesn't look bad on your end.
Another day. For now, we must carry out this duty. Once again, being done.
Africa.
I will tell you this. The Inquisitor has been killed before, but somehow gained back to life. And he blames his Oleander for it. I know the path between Gradia and Dario. I think that makes me Dalton's feet ruffles a bit as he tries to calm it. But with a 14 plus the 3, it will do its job. The wound will slowly start closing.
Yeah. Thank you. What's happening?
Let's go.
Coachman.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was a rumor made.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I do not know.
Oh, you fucking bitch. Isn't this a little sus? Like, so where we going?
Sir.
No matter where we are deployed, we have a duty to fulfill. Regardless of your militarum, inquisition, whatever it is, you're sent by your emperor with a mission in mind. And that mission is greater than us all. There's a strict hierarchy. And a reason why we follow it. The reason why the next man knows the man above him's job, so when that man dies, he may rise to the occasion. Because a broken chain of command leads to atrocities, mistakes, and losses. Before you is Major Dario, traitor to Ireland, reformed Imperial, guilty of treason, guilty of murder, dereliction of duty, disobeying an inquisitorial order, disobeying a militarium order, and taking actions unbefitting that of a man of his rank. By both word of the Inquisition, and in the presence of the Gradian Council of the Redard dynasty, Major Dario is hereby sentenced to death. My pistol.
He wasn't the only.
You are my witness that it is loaded. As will be the Baron. Major Dario, on behalf of the Inquisition, on behalf of the men stationed here under the former Major Todman, I find you guilty of all crimes and sentence you to die. May Sotar have mercy on your soul and those you leave behind.
Confirm death.
Honor guard to the pyre. This man has disgraced the uniform, but no record of him shall exist.
That's not fucking him.
You should move. Bring up the fire.
His fucking visor is down.
We'll use these,
Staff Sergeant, help me.
especially in these circumstances.
Ludwig, his legs, please.
Residue has been prepared with the finest oils I could acquire.
My power.
Shall there be any words of faith to
Can we
the
confirm
departed?
that's him?
He's betrayed the state.
I did see them place the helmet on his head.
So be it.
Only. You would think.
I don't know. I'm just mightily suspicious. Those two grew up together. I doubt it would be that simple.
The gravity if he were to circumvent the very council itself. Be him there next. I will see to it that your father receives a full memo of what was discussed at today's council.
Thank you, my Baron. He's much better at this than I am.
You're fine. Understand, even I was being tied with my hand tied behind my back.
You're all dismissed.
As far as I'm concerned, my debt to the Imperium is paid.
The Imperium will remain to clean up the mess.
No more favors.
Hold that debt over your head, my Baron.
They held it over my head, and they'll probably try and keep doing it, but this is payment enough. I understand your suspicion of the Inquisitor, but if I were to try and act with the same impunity that the way we act with the Major, I'd be risking something far greater, as much as I, too, also question.
I have eyes and ears. I'll keep an ear out if something pops up.
I will speak to you and your father on the morrow. I will also bring my mother in the regards of Faye Farron.
Yes.
Our business is concluded here.
My Baron, with your permission, may I speak to you in private?
You may. Let's return to the keep.
I will dismiss myself then, my Baron, if it pleases you.
You may.
Body is burned. Discard of the ashes. Toss the armor into the sea.
Doubt you want to stick around, don't we?
No, I'm quite satisfied with what I've seen.
Why I held my tongue. The Inquisitor was more suited to speak on many a matters, more so than even that of the Major. He was content to bury the man no matter what.
Indeed. Brings concern on all fronts, not just the Imperium. I never trusted them, nevertheless, but then again, things happen.
Hopefully that's at least one of our troubles no longer bothering us.
Well, they're gonna use this to get the Inquisitor off. They're gonna say, well, the person has already been punished.
You and I both will. He'll use this as an escape from his own punishment. But how was the meeting? Did he actually fulfill?
They decimated me, Tibbs. I can't. I'm way out of my depth out there, and they knew it. And I tried, but I had no control of the room. It was all him. And I gave it my best.
There's not much more that can be asked then. Why do I feel like we were played for a fiddle this entire time?
It's mighty fucking suspicious, isn't it? Doesn't it seem too easy?
Even in regards to Elle. She was the one taken?
Oh, yeah, right, yeah, definitely. Nothing I can fucking prove, though. That was my suspicions, too, is that he was assisted. And then this execution, I mean, no final words. His visor was down. I don't even know if that was Dario. They whisked his body away.
Do you honestly think that wasn't? Would they really go that far?
They were friends their entire lives. Dario laid siege to the Grove, not through any orders or defaulting, but because his friend was in there. And I doubt they would just turn around and execute him. For what? He didn't even try to defend him.
Could it be maybe he accepted his sacrifice? Maybe?
Possibly. I don't know. It's just... I don't know. I've been in a room with them for the last 2-3 hours. I'm just suspicious of everything, but it rubs me the wrong way, this whole thing. Elle getting captured, him suddenly having his amulet that he swallowed. But if he swallowed it, Sir Doyle reported that he pooped every fucking morning. Which means if he's hanging on to it, please. It's all just rubbing me wrong, and I can't press anyone because, I mean...
There's no one left to press besides to hit the man himself.
Yeah, and there's no way
And
that's
he won't
happening.
say anything.
I haven't fully talked to Elle about it yet, but, I mean... Honestly, I had a right mind to step onto that boat. I had a right mind to keep going. You're right. Hmm?
Oh no. My drow vision isn't working.
Oh, this must be very strange for you.
This is horrid. Everything's so dark. Okay, there we
See
go.
what I mean?
Back
It's
to
actually
normal.
scary. I can see why people are afraid of the dark. Like, when I've
I don't know
experienced
what you're
actual
talking
dark...
about. I can see
Right,
I can
right.
see dark. I can see the dark. I've always been able to see the
Mm-hmm.
dark quite well. Thank you very much. Yes. But in my experience, I will say this: it wouldn't be so out of reach from their past activity.
That's what I mean. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, would they do this? I don't know. Could they? Absolutely. You want to get up on the walls and have a look?
No, there's no point with the fire going. They wouldn't leave him there. They would probably replace him.
Yeah, no, the whole thing just... His miraculous escape. Dario didn't even defend himself. Ladia didn't defend him. The Inquisitor didn't defend... No one defended him. Resigned to his fate, maybe? But... I don't know.
Give your report to your father. I have to prepare a few things tonight. There's a couple of other problems now that I've been privy to, and I need to send out Safana.
Alright. Be safe.
Me too. Try to be careful.
No. I'm sorry. I see you, Marin.
Oh, hello, my lord. Sorry about the light.
shit. I think I just got it. I think I just got it. Oh my fucking god. It clicked. When I saw Kaz sitting there, it clicked. The message, ensure my innocence, and I'll see your escape expedient or something.
Lord.
Fuck! Oh!
Hello. It might be just me. I had a bad feeling about that execution.
Yeah. It's not just you.
I don't think that was him under that armor.
What gave you that idea?
Came into the council with it off.
They what?
And as soon as we leave, he was in the room with it off. And yet he was allowed to walk to execution with it on.
Yeah.
Told me that was just burn the evidence. I know them too.
No, there's something else too. I just made connection. I need to process.
Well, seems that I might be on a bigger timetable, but
do your best to be safe.
it's not in my hands anymore. Usable. Hello.
You're sharing? It's fine, thank you. I'll eat it when I get back.
Hand on your shoulder. You okay?
No.
What happened?
It's too much to explain. Just going through things in my head.
No, I wasn't here for the horses. I was in the farm. You know what happened with the horses? That he's more deliberate about everything else than any of us, and even then, we're not told any of it. I know. They expect us not to, so it just. I'm aware. It's frustrating. And I don't know if him wanted to. Pen and paper.
Yeah. I asked Farah for her name because I wanted to know how to spell it. So I may or may not have written a fake love letter that I wrote, but I'll do that again. I'll do that. Very much.
Well, apparently it was.
Oh, scary.
You walk up.
Oh my god. Sorry, turn back on.
Territory.
Take it to her.
Probably.
I may have written a fake letter. You gave it to Rose.
Oh, back and going back to.
Kind of need a guard anyways. I'm not allowed to be out here without a guard.
Oh, and none of them, alone.
Yeah, it's better to have a guard around.
Something of myself. I will be myself.
Come on, man. Nothing good comes from the rooftops at night.
Why do you think I'm up here?
I'm gonna give you benefit of the doubt.
Trust me.
If I catch you climbing on the rooftops again, I will arrest you.
What the Lord Jaheen has plans for, I kind of want to be up there. Keep an eye on things.
I don't feel comfortable having civilians on the rooftops. I'm sure Ro would understand too.
Yet mass murderers get away with being on the rooftop all the time.
When we catch them, we stop them. I am stopping you.
Don't have to worry about it.
Don't make me ask again.
Understand.
I guess we can try moon shots and if
I will still be keeping my eye out.
That's fine. Just not on any tiled roofs or walls. What'd you say your name was?
Davos. Or, as Lord Jaheen might call me in the coming days, Shadow.
Well, Davos.
I would like to say to you, since we are possibly going to be working with each other for a while now, you might as well see my face as well.
I'll be sure to keep note of it. Everything okay?
You happen to see Sarah, have you?
Last I saw her, she was heading into your house, but that was with you.
Oh, okay.
She's by the soup kitchen nearby the docks, just outside of the apothecary.
Thank you.
Move quick.
Yeah.
Then I'll just go inside.
Thank you both. That's all.
Of course.
Yes, Lord Marshal.
Yes, Lord Marshal. Back to the gate. Oh.
Wait. Put me down.
Let's see.
Lord?
Quiet on the estate, I hope.
Excuse me.
What is this?
Could I talk to the Lord just for 1 second?
Patience on him.
Your breathing exercises, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm really
Miss
sorry to
Daisy.
bother you tonight, my lord.
What can I
I
do
haven't
for
had
you?
a chance to talk to you since the Angler. I wanted to thank you. I heard that you were there. They said you shot a crossbow at him.
Yes, well, I didn't exactly know what was going on.
That's fine. A lot of people didn't. But I wanted to thank you for helping at the very least, one way or the other. And say sorry for any trouble I've caused in the past.
A small folk never cease to amaze. I appreciate the kind words.
Thank you, my lord. And that's all. I won't keep you any longer.
I'll be back into town.
Thank you, Miss Daisy.
That's really quick.
Do be well.
Thank you, my lord. You as well. I'll get out of your hair. Thank you, Miss Marin. That's all I needed.
Sometimes hearts unmatched by the littlest of people.
I was gonna say, that was nice. It's better than what we usually get. How was your meeting?
We'll talk in my study. Lord? Yes.
Sorry to barge in, but there's been a report of a scarecrow being sighted on the roofs. Guards are already mobilizing and searching for them.
Let the Redards do their job, batten down the hatches here.
Figured to let you know.
Fuck.
Thank you.
I confronted the man. He called himself Rose Man. He identified himself as one of Rose. I didn't make the connection that he was a fucking scarecrow. I sent him off the rooftops. He identified himself as Davos. Something like that. Fuck.
Don't worry about it. These things are going to plague us for a while.
Yeah.
First of all, I have to apologize for setting into what I knew would be a losing battle. But it was important for the conversation with the Baroness.
I did my best, but he had complete control over the room, and yeah.
What you did was buy me time. While I was talking to the Baroness, yes, there were things about Palamon that militarily we need to prepare for. But what I spent my time doing there is telling her everything from the start. Everything we've been involved in clandestine, everything that we have been doing since the very beginning to try and keep this place propped up and alive from the shadows and from the surface. Who we've protected, who we've harbored, and why. What exactly they've had a hand in. Everything that I'm sure the Inquisitor tried to use as bait, I laid out before the Baroness. Now, I don't know exactly what happened in your meeting. I've not been told yet. But I can tell you this. That the Baroness is very much on our side. She's still the senior member of the house.
Baron Mem still has a pleasant disposition to us, at the very least. So, it's good.
But you did manage to put at least his ambitions and actions on the Baron's radar. The fuck is radar?
No, I understand. He completely threw Dario under the cart.
Was that who was executed?
You'll think me mad and paranoid. I was supposed
About what?
to that was supposed to be executed. Dario was supposed to be executed, yes. But it wasn't sitting with me. It was off. I don't know why.
How is it off?
Well, the entire time they were up there, Dario didn't defend himself once. Fisk didn't defend him once. In fact, he made it very clear to throw him under the cart. It kept rolling back to Dario. Everything that happened at the Grove, the siege, he put on Dario. The death sentence.
Are you surprised?
They were supposedly friends from basically birth, right? And to be...
Yeah, well, what did Dario do to his best friend?
The other thing... The entire execution, Dario kept his armor on. Helmet down, didn't speak a word, right? Sure, a little strange. Execution
That was
happened.
on Heinemann's order, from what I understand.
The other damning
died
piece of
with dignity.
evidence was I talked to Kaz, who apparently spoke to the Inquisitor 2 days ago. She delivered a message to Dario from the Inquisitor that said, "If you secure my freedom, I'll make sure your escape is expedient," or something along those lines.
Yeah, but he didn't do that. He wound up with Blaze having to break out.
Yeah.
So the whole town was there.
I'm still hesitant about the breakout, too. It just... An L
The only
of all
person that
people?
could help. You do know that the Inquisitor, before he became what he was, he saved Elle's life.
Yeah.
But I don't think that she's naive enough to try and return the favor.
I don't know. She said some pretty heinous shit in the month leading up to this. I don't have anything I can prove, and I don't know how I would prove it, even if it was the case, but it's rubbing me the wrong way. It really is. The whole thing. From the escape to the execution, it just is weird.
From what I think, they're out of options. Either it was one of them or it was both of them. some measure of justice had to satisfy at least a majority of the nobles. Then they don't have to bother convincing everyone, just a majority.
He didn't even bring up the debt.
Was he put in a position where he had to?
They mentioned it, but I mean, if he had options, that's what you're saying. He had no options, so he had to do this. He could have put Dario's life for the debt, but he didn't, unless he's saving it for himself.
I wouldn't fucking put it past a scumbag.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's all just... We're gonna have his tribunal eventually, and then also one for Faye. So...
There is no tribunal for Faye, I will not allow it.
Yeah. He kept bringing it back to Faye and everything she's done, as that's why he's hunting her. And then when we told him that we're talking about the wrong thing, he said, I know, we should get back to the topic at hand, and then kept bringing up Faye himself. It was just so strange, so weird. He's probably sowing the seeds for his next moves, if I was to guess.
Obsession, my son. Obsession.
Should
Who
have
knows what the
him.
Inquisitors did to him?
Yeah. Yeah, we kept him alive to figure that out.
Well, the only things that I was told by Faye was there was a great deal of surgery that involved a great deal of injections that were unlike anything she's ever seen. A lot of the training pits them against real creatures, real people, real odds. It's not training anymore. Can't fucking imagine.
We suspected as much, though, didn't we? Of how Inquisitors were made.
Yeah.
We didn't really get anything out of him.
It wasn't expected that would be the case anyway. What we needed to do is make sure everyone was aware of what was happening.
Yeah.
Which has now been done by his own hand.
So, what good news do we have from Palamon then?
Palamon has changed their occupation of the Trident farmlands to one more permanent. The Yalman and the family there have all gone missing. And in their stead, a Palamon family rules.
Well, we're moving to be more self-sufficient anyway, but still, that's...
Indeed. It's still a problem.
Does that mean they won't need to station their men there anymore? Because last we heard there was about 1,000 there.
Need to start preparing our border, so to speak.
Yeah.
A few miles, but it could be done.
We're not exactly at fighting strength, are we?
Not yet, but Crenshaw should be here soon. I'm more concerned about the Reckoner's arrival. He should be here any minute.
The Reckoners?
Borden's brother.
Ah.
Who by now will know we lied to him.
About Morden's death.
We never told him.
Well, we do outrank him.
A Reckoner? No, I don't think so.
Are we emissaries of the High King? Vernfolder.
Well, I guess, yeah, you're correct.
Kyler, you'll remember, as you'll both remember from the edict that was given, the clan Erdhart is established as a dowry clan underneath the Stonehammer clan.
Scratch that. But wait, our position's still the same, though. As emissaries.
That's what I thought. I must have misunderstood.
I don't understand dowry culture that much, I'll be honest. I just know I'm a Longbeard. So.
Well, you're a Thane.
I'm a Thane. No, the emissary called me a Longbeard.
Yeah, he's an idiot. You're a Thane.
Okay, I see, that's how little I know. I am a Thane.
He's a dumb, stupid old dwarf.
Yeah. Doesn't even have an eye. So what are we expecting for that?
Rage.
Yeah.
If he's not talked down, might even attack, really, if he's not talked down in totality.
Even our allies. Even our allies are a problem.
It certainly can be.
Hmm.
I absolutely feel that way half the time.
Oh, there's something else I've been meaning to discuss, but I've been putting it off.
Well, I'm all ears.
I've had several complaints about Outlander's behavior the last couple of days. She was overheard, quote, screaming at Samuel, and completely decimated the captain. So that needs to be navigated.
It's going to be difficult.
Yeah. She hasn't really been the same since she got back, and...
Of course she's not my son.
Exactly. But, and I'm trying not to be callous, I mean, it's starting to reflect poorly on the house.
No. I understand your concerns, but... Could I possibly... Think of it as... she was broken. She was tortured. She was alone. These things are a lot different for a woman. Very different, far worse. I have no doubt they humiliated her. She has great pride in being a knight, being a warrior, being a bulwark of strength. Everything they did to rob her of that.
Oh, I get it.
Well, I know you can get a bit of an idea for it.
Through the walls of the study, you will both be able to hear the sound of hooves approaching the estate.
Fuck.
Right on time, like a fucking tumor.
I reckon it.
I would bet it.
Alright.
This. Buy me a few moments.
Yep.
Lord,
I'll be down in a second.
I reckon the rain certainly have arrived.
I will greet them.
From his tone, he does not sound happy.
Anyone happy to talk to me? Around the back.
They are stabling their rams in the back.
It is the Lord Erdhart, Longbeard.
His estate, after all, though it may be von father property. Believe they should be out south. Then, of course.
Then I'll have my men rest.
Of course.
And I will see your emissary, as it were. Give my greetings.
Of course. Longbeard.
Well, I'm sorry. Reckoner.
Emissary.
To what do I owe you a visit?
It's a bit of a private matter. Of course. My men are tired and I would like them to rest. We've been traveling non-stop since we've received word.
Of course.
Same quarters and such, if that's alright with you, High Lord, are all open.
Of course. There is no issue with this.
Right. You heard them. Go and get some bed rest. We'll be working in the morning.
Understood. Finding ready to break open one of those gags. Aye, this way.
I will show you to the beds, and
This way.
I'm sure we can get you out of your armor.
Please, come in, Reckoner. What brings you so far from the mountains?
What brings me far from the mountains, yes.
He grabs you and flips you over his head, slamming you back into the ground.
How dare you lie to me face! How fucking dare you in his fucking name!
You know, it was him who said you wouldn't handle it well. And he was right.
You're lucky I don't tear you to smithers right here! If you want that boy of yours to survive, you haven't put it down. So help me.
If you don't want to fucking disgrace yourself, Reckoner.
There's
You'll
only
calm
one
down.
disgrace here! Is you! To my brother's name! To our house! You dare hide this from me and my kin! And my...
This was kept from you because your own brother felt that you wouldn't be able to handle it well. And he was right. Now what am I supposed to do if your own kin tells me such a thing?
Then why was it in his will of any sort of this regard?
Why didn't something that could have sparked a war between Dwarvenkind and Elvenkind written in a will?
Why did you even speak to me in this private? I have kept your word for things. Nothing!
Because you are a reckoner, and it would be your duty to mete out justice. That could start a war if we don't know who it is to bring justice to. Look, I've spoken to the High Lord Emissary about it. They're willing to use everything that they have to assist me in finding who exactly is responsible to be brought before you.
And how can I have your word on this?
The word of the High Lord Emissary who speaks for the king, unless the king isn't good enough for you, reckoner.
He is the one's word. I'm not in question, but yours.
I'm not going to dare disobey the king. Despite your rage, I still view you and yours as kin, and I always will. If I can help you right this wrong, I will. But I'm sorry. I had to be careful. I had to heed what he said.
You swear on your life of your son. Swear it!
Reckoner, I swear on the life of my son. May I be lying to you that you may strip me of everything that Vernfolder has granted my house. I will willingly submit to this. No matter what I hope for, my son is far more precious to me than that. So please believe it.
I know.
Holding it was not easy. I wanted to tell you, I wanted to beg you forgiveness that we did not keep him alive. But God's above you. We did not want to start a war, not before we had information.
I understand your intentions. I do. But politics has never been my thing, Arnulf. Never would. That is why Morden took the reins. That's why he did it. It was never my specialty.
Well, then you'll be glad to know this, at least. We believe that the person who is behind this was either a rogue house, Xylyra, or a rogue element, Lord Inalamin. We've narrowed it down to 2 houses, and perhaps 1 noble that was behind all of it. We don't even think King Eandar was aware of what he was doing.
No matter where his allegiance lie, Arnulf. If he is tied to the king or if he's an isolated group, I don't care. I don't care what fields I'll have to cross, no mountains. He was my baby brother. To have him killed in a hole by those knife-eared bastards. I will do everything in my power. Everything in my name to ensure his is honored and that it can rest. Now I know that is not one you would wish to hear as man in your station.
All I'm saying is this, Reckoner. Give me time to look into this with the resources the High Lord Emissary has given me, and I will deliver the culprit to you. Or he will come with me, and we will drag them back across the border if we must. I made an oath to Morden to bring back the bones of his grandson, my best friend. I traversed the darkest places in the earth, deep below, and walked the forgotten roads. Keep my word when I give it. I will help you avenge your brother. He may not have been mine in blood, but I loved him.
He viewed you as much, you know. It was only for that reason I stepped into the council and spoke on your behalf in his will. I beseech the High King himself, of his will, to calm the voices of the others. If not for your deeds that you had done recently for his mission that he has been sent out.
Look,
it was
I owe you much. I owe him much. And I'll never forget that. So as I said, I will help you bring those elves or that elf to justice, so you may see your law seen fit and his honor abided by.
Then I'll hold you to that, Arnulf. For now, I'll hold you by that word. But I cannot sit still no longer. He had asked me to stand aside for his work. But I can't. Not again. No other dwarves should die to this. Damn bastards. Again.
And I should tell you something that I'm likely not supposed to, but I feel it's only fair. Morden got a missive about a week before his death, where the High King requested that for the assistance in the losing war against the Greyskins, that he go into whatever ruins could be found in this province and bring back whatever artifacts he could find. This put him at direct odds with the elves. All the ruins here are elven. The orders of the High King put him there.
I feared as much. He spoke, receiving orders from the High King, but wouldn't tell me what they were. I tried to pry it from him, but he wouldn't speak of it.
We have a way to help your people. But first, justice. I have two individuals. Ones that have no ties to anyone, as they are both exiles. One a dwarf slayer by the name of Morian, and one a wood elf, behaves more like a dwarf than anything else, that declared themselves to be exiled with them. They have a mission here you'd be very interested in, but besides that, one of them, the wood elf, is helping elven refugees escaping Eshmathalos and its regime towards us. We might be able to get intel from them if we question them.
Alright.
We might be able to draw in a lawman back out.
Do you truly would think this will work?
From what I understand, Inalaman is chasing a lot of things to do with magic. If one, we find a way to want them to keep us out of Nithmamalorian, he might return to try and do it himself, or two, I might have bait for him. I don't know yet. I'll have to speak to the person in question.
Alright. Fine. I'll follow your lead on this. This for now. Trust your judgment as he did. For now.
And please forgive my son. He is protective.
Mine would do the same as his. I expect nothing else.
For now, Dragonet, you need rest, food, drink. There's plenty of ale. Lots of ale that Morden himself left over. I couldn't touch it. I know damn well he'd want you to.
I've not drank for some time, to be honest. Nothing seemed to be set the mood for it.
Well,
a dwarf that doesn't drink.
First steps in the right direction to getting the right answers and justice. Seems like a good enough reason to me.
I'll rest for now. I look forward to seeing what you have for me in the morning.
As you wish, Ragadan.
You know, I've gone through every one of his notes about his journey with you. Part of me wish I could have been there. One last long journey. You're a fortunate man.
It's been an adventure. You okay?
I'll not be right on my fucking hip.
Do you want me to take a trip to the apothecary?
No, it's alright. I just wasn't ready to get hip tossed by a fucking dwarf.
Ooh. That was loud.
I think you might have undone what Dredge did when we sparred with him.
Oh.
And Dredge fixed my hip.
Oh. Dwarves.
Quick to anger, slow to
forgive.
relax, but allies forever.
I'll check that. You take a seat.
Yeah.
I believe we should probably have a talk.
My men reported you as a scarecrow.
I am not. And
The reason why you're going through the estate?
as of the plan that you, your father, and Lord Jahina come up with, I'm supposed to be working with you, starting whenever this staged argument is supposed to happen. I even have a letter from the Lord Jaheen himself, stating as such. reads, this man is to work as my agent in town, and between us, he is my shadow and can be trusted. Use him as you see fit. Ro Jaheen.
Yeah, came at the right time. Come on.
My lord? Well, I'm glad you're in one piece. Should I go find them?
No, it's alright. What is it?
This is Davos, the man I talked to you about. This is a letter from Ro, explaining his role in things to come. He is Ro's agent, and he'll be operating in the town, and he is to be used as we see fit.
I see. Very good.
I was supposed to deliver that to you after the staged fight between you and the Lord, but obviously things
It'll
got in
happen
the way.
again. Don't worry. Let him know that I'll make sure to utilize you if necessary. I'll be approaching him tomorrow about a fabricated issue.
I understand.
Perfect. Thank you, Sedelos.
Of course.
Afraid I have another for you.
Something good, right?
Not so much. There was an incident that took place last night. You need to be aware of, and especially cautious of.
This reminds me of the cult of Asara.
It's much worse than that.
Worse?
Do you recall how I spoke before of an entire sect of Templars wiped out, yes?
Yes.
They were connected to it.
What?
Yes. I had a hard time believing it in myself, but he recognized me. He mentioned the exact place, the order that was there. Only those who were present could ever give that information.
What would bring them here?
I was...
Well, I'd say that everything that's happening to the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say they wouldn't be here just for you, though. Surely they're not just hunting you down. You're just a...
No. If anything, at this time, I'm more of a sore side to them. They can't even remove me easily, they said. I'm too intertwined with the politics here, and well known by too many.
Sounds pretty cowardice.
Stupid thing to say to you?
We can't kill
Essentially,
you.
No, they can kill me. I'm just too much of a pain to kill easily.
Right.
But they did abduct someone last night as well.
Abduct someone? What do you mean?
One of my contacts was attacked in the dead of night. Sir Doyle will bear witness to the cart they rode as they escaped in.
What's the motive?
His information is very powerful. He's deep entwined in a lot of the, well, mysteries that I delve in. But that alone is he has a network of agents he has at his disposal.
And either they want to do away with him, which they could have done without taking him, or they want something he knows.
My thoughts exactly.
Or bait.
No. If he was bait, killing him and leaving him there, that would have been a signal as well, just to keep me away. The motives would be too mixed.
I mean, the only way I could see finding out what their intent is Saving the man who it is that's one missing.
That's the plan so far. We have a lead where, well, the group that is responsible for it, he managed to leave a message. I'm going to be having men moving about very quickly tonight, getting them in place to try to keep an eye out for them.
What's the message?
I'm going to say this, and you're going to have a hard time believing it. They stated that the monks had been infiltrated.
Like the monastery monks?
Yes.
How? With the kind of tenets that they abide by, wouldn't something like that be hard to breach?
All they would need is one trusted with a record, maybe, to write their names down. Understand these people have been operating for years, decades.
But what is the point? What are they trying to bring about?
Disregard that incident I told you about.
Yes.
2 days ago. They're trying to ensure that the rituals that are taking place succeed and their leader isn't disturbed. I don't know exactly what lured them precisely to here, though. Honestly, why their markings began here. It perplexes me. Because they've been operating like this for decades.
Does it perhaps have anything to do with the amount of death we've had in our province?
Or weird shit happening?
Maybe. Even then, death, if we talk about death, it is more likely to occur in Ireland.
I don't understand enough about this to come up with any sort of idealism about it.
Their intentions are one thing, but right now I'm going to try to keep the temples under watch from a distance. See their movements.
Shit. I have a new temple that's under construction. It's supposed to be able to house quite a few people. It was meant to draw in pilgrims. I already have a very large number of monks coming from Coracadus.
Well, that could be an issue.
Could be
We're
riddled
going to
with
need the help of
infiltrators.
Marin and her order. Say again?
The pilgrims could be riddled with infiltrators from this cult. But then how do you pass that, you know? How do you filter through?
I don't even know how tied Marin would possibly be in all this, or even her supposed
You don't
leadership.
think?
I have to move in the possibility that maybe they're all involved until we can isolate the one who is, or at least a trusted member of her order that's high enough in the chain that wouldn't be involved.
How do you identify when someone's involved in this? How do we figure it out?
There's certain items or even markings upon their very body that could identify who they are.
But of course,
Sigils
nothing
of...
out in the open, I assume.
They're too smart for that.
God damn it. Look, if it's not one thing, it's another. I don't have time for this.
I can handle this, my lord. I have the manpower now. I have the connections. We can try to at least organize for the smaller part of the short problem, but the longer duration of the problem, we'll have to start considering means of dealing with it.
Tiberius, I need this dealt with quietly. Whatever this is, I can't have the guard involved in this. I can't have regular soldiers being exposed to whatever this is. I need this dealt with.
It will be. You had me select men I could trust. Trust with my life, and trust with my secrets.
If I can move some pieces overtly to assist you, I will. But if these mages, these acolytes, whatever you want to call them, are as dangerous as you say, then I need you to be able to act with impunity.
I swear to you. You've trusted me this far.
All right. All right.
Nice.
Okay. God, I'd be able to dedicate more Guardsmen to this vetting of people, but so many of them are fucking tied up with Silverveins' fucking ghost chase. This man is so fucking prideful. If it even is pride.
Right now, I don't need a large assortment of individuals, my lord. If we had more men tied to this, it just creates more questions, more problems.
I know.
Remember when we...
Yeah, no, you're right.
There's a reason why whenever the Azar Order moves about, it's always in small groups. The only time we mobilize larger groups is major incidents. I know it's frustrating, my lord. I've spoken to this to many other nobles in the past, of them wanting to act or move their soldiers when they must to try to quell with an issue, but to act is to bring more attention, more suspicion.
Still, I will be notifying the Baron.
Yes, my lord.
Can we
I'd expect nothing
supply you with weapons, armor, potions, medical, anything like that to aid?
That could be helpful.
I'll poke around and see what I can dig up.
Alright. I just need a few more days. The city will be done. The keep will be done. The garrison. Our men will be here. I just need a few more fucking days.
I'll give you as much time as you need.
Alright. I have ravens to send. I need to find out where Crenshaw is. He should be here in 2 days.
Very well, my lord.
Well done, Tiberius. Well done, my son. Determination. What is a man to do?
When all this is dealt with, I'm going to lock myself in the room. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to go out and I'm just going to hunt orcs and goblins. Just for like 3 days. A prolonged hunting trip.
Doesn't have to go orc and goblins. You can just do a normal hunting trip.
Yeah, but deer... Oh, well. I was going to say deer don't fight back, but that's not true. I got headbutted last time I was out. We are beset on all fronts, even interior.
That's nothing new for us.
Yeah, but
used to
it
by now,
feels
yes?
really suppressing recently, you know? Can't take a step without someone betraying us or a secret order forming or, you know.
Oh, is that what I am now? A secret order forming?
No, the fucking cult. You're not secret. Would you like to be a secret order?
I am a secret order, technically.
Well, there you go. Good for you. You and your cool Templar knights in your secret order. Did you speak to him about your concerns with Bith?
No. I'm not sure if I should. If I start that debate, it'll just turn into an argument, I feel like.
Yeah, I've been avoiding arguments too. I just don't like someone.
Enough things on my handful.
Exactly. Someone says something, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even care to engage.
By the way, it would be nice if you could told me more about the shroom situation than what you guys had given me.
It's hard to keep track. What about it?
Someone gave me all the details that regaled me. I was going to him to inquire about the medication I had heard about that had done the rounds. I was hoping he could procure some for myself and some of the men we'll need eventually. I didn't realize how horrible the situation was.
Yeah, sorry, Tibbs. I thought you knew. It's hard to keep track of who knows and who doesn't sometimes.
It's quite fine.
I'm sure you know by now, the Inquisition has weaponized it and turned it into that gas that we saw deployed in the Robber Baron War.
Oh, did they?
No.
That was them that weaponized it?
Yeah, there's that, and then they also used it in the Grove the other night. It melts people, from my understanding.
Well, they must not have they must have a limited supply of it.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm going to have to assemble more men than I even considered in this land. Much faster, too.
Yeah. Where are you drawing from?
Besides the guards your father had selected for me to be able to take at my own need, I'm going to be sending Stefano out. He's going to go do a recruiting run. He's a good judge of character. I'm going to have him try to find as many men as possible that he can try to connect with, from Carano and so on.
We'll get a lot more people coming into the city once the expansion's grown. It's just picking them, I suppose. But then again,
it's not that simple.
They could also be part of that cult of yours.
Even that isn't the problem. People who work for me will have to learn to keep secrets.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not.
Carano will be a good starting point for him. Try to find me some men. For now, I'll have a couple at my disposal at least, that your father allowed me to select. I had them reserved and to be on the waiting, and I've started doing some training with them. Prepare them for what's to come.
I'll work some angles, see if I can't get some supplies to you.
The sooner the better. If you could send word out tonight, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, it's unfortunately through the ghost that Silvervene's trying to catch. So that needs to be dealt with.
Why not an order from Carano then? That shouldn't be too hard. They should have an excess supply still there from after the incident at least.
We could, yeah. You could send a missive. I was thinking of, like, Night Stalker potions and such, though. I don't know if that's... I mean, I know you can see, but you're men.
I think that's hoping for too much. Some of them are scouts from the original unit from Stefano, though. They're good at stealth. I'm good at least seeing somewhat in the dark, as long as there's a moonlight.
Yeah, if I can get my contacts back, then I can get you some of them. Maybe some spider climbing or whatever. I'll see what I can do.
Now you're spoiling me.
Look, I mean, I've offered my sword, but I won't always be able to be there, so at least I can outfit you properly.
I'd appreciate that greatly.
I think I gotta turn in. I'm exhausted.
Alright. Tomorrow I got to apologize to your father about the whole Grove incident taking place. I didn't even get a chance to do that yet.
Which incident?
Well, you know, the Inquisitor escaping, making his way back here, and now re-sustaining his power.
Should have fucking killed him. They should have, we should have, I should have.
I'll say this much. I hope your father doesn't allocate any more resources to the Grove's defense. Can't afford it anymore.
I think they've burnt all goodwill, to be honest. I don't even really want to speak to any of them. Those that defend him.
Alright. Enough of that. Get some rest.
Good night, buddy.